We are out in public with Barry now. Very interested in everything. Let's see how much power the food has here. I'm gonna try to give him a free one again. Barry. So he sees a dog over there, he's just staring. So I'm gonna see if I have any power with the food. Good boy. Oh nice, so he took it out in public. That's a great start. I know I have some leverage here. The dog's a pretty good distance away, I would say maybe like 20-ish feet. And I'm gonna just try to work on the same thing. I'm gonna work on his attention while there's a dog around. And now there's grass too, so he might be interested in sniffing the grass. Good boy. Anytime he checks in with me, I'm giving him food. And I'm using the freeze-dried beef treats again. He's actually really excited for the food, so I might be able to use a lower value reward next time. I might try with his kibble. Good boy. Anytime he looks at me, I'm gonna tell him good boy, and then I'm gonna reward. He tried to pick up a little trash over there. Okay, this jumping thing is getting excessive, so I'm gonna do something about it by walking into him, right? So when you go into the dog's space, they'll back up, but if you run away from them, they're gonna keep wanting to jump. So all I'm gonna show him is if he jumps, I'm gonna be all up in his face, and usually it gets the dog a little more discouraged to keep jumping on you. So see how he's like not really jumping as much, even though he's very excited for the food. I'm just backing into him. Barry, good boy. And just like we were working in the backyard, I'm gonna try to start walking him on the right side. I'm gonna have a couple pieces in my hand. Good boy. Good boy. I'm gonna turn. Good boy. I'm gonna make sure I refill and keep him busy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Ow. You got sharp little teeth, dude. Good boy. Okay, so he kind of knows what we're doing. We're moving on the right side a lot. So I'm gonna try to space out the food a little bit now. I'm gonna just hold it in my hand and walk with him. And I'm gonna kind of randomly reward him and see how he does. Good boy. He's doing great. Yeah, but actually I think he likes this treat a little too much, where it's getting a little hard to like have control over him because he's so hyped about it. Next time we're gonna try with your kibble, man. He's hyped. All right, so you see how he's bouncing all over the place? I don't want that. So instead of me holding this food super high, I'm gonna put it really low where he's not bouncing, because if he keeps bouncing, he's gonna make a habit of it. Good boy. Good. All right, so Barry's interested in the dog over there. I didn't really do much to get his attention back. I kind of just walked away from him. Good boy. And he's paying attention to where I'm moving because he knows I got good stuff with me. And he also knows I'm not going to let him just run over there. Good boy. See how that one, I really didn't help him. I didn't even have to pull the leash. But he knows to be spatially aware of where I am. So hyped, dude. Good boy. So actually, let me challenge him a little bit more with the walking. I'm going to try to space out my rewards a little more even. All right, so now I'm switching my hand to the leash side. Or sorry, I'm switching my hand to the side that he should walk on. And I'm gonna stop him from going to the left side, because if the dog keeps zigzagging, they're gonna think they can just walk however they want, which we don't want. Oh, why are you laying down? Okay. Oh, you are so happy. Okay. Boy. So me switching to the right hand was making him a little more like scatterbrained. So I'm gonna make sure I have food. I'm still gonna lure him around, and we can move on to that stage later on. I'm in no rush, but I wanted to feel out what kind of level he's at as a beginner dog with us. All right, so I got a lot of power when I got the food here, and it will start like that. So we cross over there. I'm just gonna move him back to the right side. Good boy. I'm just showing him being paid on the right side is the only thing I'm gonna do right now, so it's easier for him to understand. And he's laying down there. I'm gonna give him a little pressure on the leash and see how he does. Okay, good job. All right. Good boy. Nice. So now I have like a better understanding of how he responds to food, the leash, and dogs around in public. So let me make sure that we use all of the words that he wants. Nice. Nice. I gave him a little tug on the leash and he turned around, so I rewarded him. I want him to know to follow the leash instead of going against it, so later on his leash walking is really good too. Nice. All right, so a person was running, he got excited, I'm gonna pull the leash. Nice. Same thing here, little tug, nice. Actually, I didn't even pull it on that one. But the point of this is I want him to respond to the leash, so I do want to make sure I put at least a little bit of pressure. It's great that your dog is paying attention, but it's also good to know that they know how to communicate if they are distracted. Good, nice. All right, because the first thing your dog's gonna do when they're distracted is ignore what you say. So I want to make sure that I can give him some physical help with the leash when he needs it. All right, so here, even though he's focusing on me, I'm gonna tighten up the leash here and I'm gonna actually pull him towards me after we handle this jumping situation. So he knows, follow the direction of the leash. So pulling here, nice. 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 And now I'm gonna reward for eye contact without pulling the leash. I'm gonna wait for him to look. Nice. Good job, Barry. You got something in your hair. You got a lot of hair and a lot of stuff in your hair. Nice. Nice. So usually during a training session, I'm probably gonna only focus on one thing at a time, but because I'm feeling him out still, I'm doing a lot of different things just to evaluate what level he's at for everything. So the other training sessions that you'll see, it'll be a little more straightforward. Nice. All right, he's looking around. Nice. So if I was to summarize what we were doing right now, I did a little bit of leash pressure, showing him where to follow the leash. I did some engagement, making sure he knows how to focus on me while there's other distractions going on. And then we also did a little bit of food luring with the walking on the right side, where I'm just showing him that if he walks next to me nicely on the right side, I'm gonna reward him. But later on, yeah, I would probably work on one category at a time when I take him out. Nice. Cool, so I'm gonna put him up for now, and then we're gonna do it again later.